What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a fragrance topic that was brought up in one of these fragrance groups that I'm in on Facebook. I actually have 2% on my phone, so we'll be able to get this video done quickly because I have a time limit. My phone's probably going to die on me if I don't finish this video quick enough. But yeah, so basically the topic is something that's overpriced, but people still be buying. So, the person says most offerings from Roja. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think Rojas are maybe a little bit overpriced. Maybe not their Parfum Cologne collection. I think that's a decent price for those fragrances, but I think anything higher than that, so like let's say like the Burlington 1819, I think that's a pretty high price for what it is. You can find it under $200 now, especially in the affiliate links in the comments in the description down below that I do have for Olfactory Factory or other places like I think the Perfume spot has pretty good prices on Rojas as well. I do have it down in my description below as well. I get a small commission. Shameless plug. Someone else says, I think you spelled Creed wrong, but 60% of Rojas are taxed. Someone else says, at least Creeds can be found under $200, which is reasonable in my opinion. MSRP is absolutely freaking ridiculously high, though. Someone else says, fragrances. Man, I don't have to get all politically correct here. This is a fun topic. Someone else says, Louis Vuitton, also known as the cult. All right, well, I guess would I be a part of the cult since I have a few Louis Vuitton? I guess so. Yeah, I do kind of stand by them too. Someone else says everything Louis Vuitton. Someone replied to that comment saying, even though I own 6 of them, I agree with you. Do I think Louis Vuittons are overpriced? I would say so. I would say they're overpriced, but you kind of have to expect to pay that price for a Louis Vuitton fragrance. I think I'm just okay with spending the price on it because since they don't have their stuff out on discounters and stuff like that, since it's really hard to get those stuff like discounted. And it feels like, they're protecting the brand in a way that I don't mind it being only retail and knowing I'm not missing out on another deal that I could get, maybe like a cheaper, I could find it somewhere else cheaper. That's why I don't know. I have to think about that one. We'll get into my my little dabble later. I commented something, or I replied to some comments. Someone says limonada. Someone said it smells like Pledge. I've never smelled limonada. I saw that it's getting hyped, but I could care less about it. Another Louis Vuitton. Someone else says Roja. Someone else says all fragrances are essentially overhyped. All right, or overpriced. Yeah. Boa de Victorious. It's basically paying premium niche prices for the reps. I don't know. I feel like those fragrances, maybe I just have to test them, like actually get sampled and test them, but I don't think I liked any one of them besides maybe Energizer, but I think Energizer was the one that kind of smelled like an Aventus kind of fragrance. Someone said Blue Talisman and Imagination, stop it. Blue Talisman, haven't smelled, actually, did I smell that? I have smelled it before, I just don't remember what it smells like. Someone else says Boadicea. Someone else says Cologne and Perfume, trying to be so correct. Dude, who cares? Someone else says Tom Ford fragrances. Tom Ford fragrances. Yeah. Maybe they're private line fragrances. I would say so. I would say maybe they're a little bit overpriced for, especially. Yeah. I would say Tom Ford fragrances are a little bit overpriced. If you find it for a good deal, I think they're worth a good deal. Maybe like 150-ish for maybe like a 50 ml, closer to like, yeah, 150 mark, I'd be okay with buying. But like when it's like the 100 ml going for like 300 plus, I don't know. Someone says Clive Christian. Someone says I own one, I love it, but it's 100% overpriced. I'll still buy more though since I have a problem. Don't we all? Another LV. Someone says Aaron Terrence Hughes. I actually have never smelled an Aaron Terrence Hughes fragrance before. Someone else says Louis Vuitton. Someone says Creed and Ex Nihilo, whatever you say it. Someone else says Las Vegas, which is Louis Vuitton. Creed, Roja, Clive Christian. Someone else says Porthole, Lumari Porthole. I've never smelled it. Tales of Zanzibar are both overpriced. Someone else says Auntie Anne's Pretzels. Vibrato. I haven't smelled Vibrato before. Another Blue Talisman. Diptyque. I've seen Diptyques not for, for pretty decent prices. All right, but let's get back to my comment. This is what I replied to this person. So someone said, damn near everything from Creed. Someone replied to that comment saying, without a doubt, and trash performance, I don't get it. So I responded with, I have 15 plus Creeds, don't have any performance issues with any. And he put cap emojis. He put 5 different cap emojis. Now that's when it bothered me that he found 5 cap emojis. Someone comes to my defense. This was while I was at work, so I wasn't even looking at my phone. He says, I can confirm that I get 8 hours on my bottles. No 5 different kind of caps. And then he says, if you say Aventus, Green Irish Tweed. Yeah, Green Irish Tweed. Green Irish. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, it is what it is. Silver Mountain Water, Royal Oud, Millesime Imperial, Original Centau, Himalaya, or Viking, then you're going to lose all credibility. That's 80% of the line right there. Then the guy responded back with, I have Aventus Cologne, Virgin Island Water, Original Vetiver, Absolute Aventus, Millesime Imperial. The only one I had issues with was Viking Cologne, which only lasted 4 hours. We all know if you want to, oh, I think he means, okay, so what he means is, we all know if you want someone to smell you, you got to overpay. And then he responds with, I forgot about Virgin Island Water. That's as bad as afternoon swim. So I replied with the 5 different cap emojis. Is wild for someone whose collection looks like it was sponsored by Marshall's clearance section. So the reason I say that is because I clicked on his profile and it's Mont Blanc Explorer, Versace, Signature, and this guy's talking all about this Creed stuff. Like, dude, you don't got Creeds. Like, you don't test them, you don't wear them. Why are you talking? So I was like, I've got Aventus Cologne, Absolute Aventus, Royal Mayfair, Original Vetiver, Royal Oud, Green Irish Tweed, Rofa, Virgin Island Water, Silver Mountain Water, Original Centau, Himalaya, Hardendale Amalfi, 1849 Viking, Bought of Portugal, Tabarot Millesime, Royal Water, and more coming. You're out here selling Mont Blanc Explorer, which is also Diet Aventus, and trying to talk about performance. And that whole Creed doesn't last thing is straight out of YouTube, starter pack. Right next to best 20 fragrances that smell like $500. Best $20 fragrances that smell like $500 fragrances. And I wouldn't be surprised if I found a comment of yours saying something like, this cologne is 99% accurate. Trust me, bro. So I'm waiting for his response. But I also responded that at like 4 in the morning when I got into work. So, yeah. I don't know. I probably I might have to stand on business. I'm not really the type of person to keep on responding about comments and stuff like that. But I just thought I stand on business for Creed. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This was a small, short video that I think pretty fun. My camera's about to overheat, so I do have to end this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Also, let me know in the comments down below what what fragrance brands you think are overpriced. And if you say Creed, I swear to God, I will stand on business in the comments section for Creed. That's what's up. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.